What is going on, guys? This is Mad Hatter coming to you once again as the disembodied voice in your head, this time to bring you the PlayStation 3 episode of our little mini-series where we take a look at my games collection. And as you can see, well, as you're about to see, this is going to be the biggest portion of my collection. It spans all the way from here to there. It is going to be a treat when we get all the way down there and I have to pull out what the games are. I am so glad that I don't have to pull this all off the shelf, because I would probably be here for a couple hours putting it all back myself. And because it's so long, I'm not going to waste too much more time, and we're just going to get into the games that I have here. Starting, though, I do have some digital ones. It's been a while since I've checked, so I don't remember what all of them are, but I remember most of them. Maybe it's all of them. I'm not exactly sure. But I have, let's see, I have The Walking Dead Season 1 and 2, as well as Michonne. I have The Wolf Among Us. I have Castle Crashers. I have Rocket Birds. I have a game called I Am Alive. And I'm fairly certain that's it as far as digital games go. Like I said, I could be wrong, and if I am, I will let you guys know if you're interested further on down the line. But for right now, let's just tackle this beast. We're gonna start right here, though, because this is the only game that I don't have a case for just yet, which is Dark Souls 2. And I don't have a CD case because I don't think just having one game like this warrants a CD case. But of course, if I get more or find more that don't have cases, they will eventually end up in a CD case of their own. But there's the one game that I have, Dark Souls 2. Starting from the beginning here, we have Alice Madness Returns, which does also include the first Alice, which I actually just beat and did reviews on, so if you're interested, you should definitely check those out. After that, we have Army of Two. And Killzone 2. As well as Killzone 3. Up next, we have Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Followed by Space Marine. Next, we have Fear 2. After that, we have Borderlands. And Borderlands 2. Next we have a game called Overlord. And my original copy of L.A. Noire, you'll remember me talking about this on the Switch episode, but here's the original copy of it. Followed by Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Next we have Resistance 3. And Lord of the Rings Conquest. After that we have Metal Gear Solid 4. Followed by the God of War Origins pack, which includes Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. After that we have Uncharted 2. And Uncharted 3. Followed by Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Here's Turok. And this is Oblivion, the Steelbook, fancy Steelbook version. After that we have Darksiders 2. And Duke Nukem Forever. Then there is Dead Rising 2. Followed by Midnight Club LA. Then we have Crysis 2. And Uncharted 1. Next we have Dead Island. And Fallout 3. After that we have the Prince of Persia collection, which includes the 3 Prince of Persia games. After that we have Spec Ops: The Line. And Fallout New Vegas. Next we have BioShock. and BioShock 2. Then there's Resistance 1. And Resistance 2. Followed by Brutal Legend. And Modern Warfare 3. Then there is Call of Duty Black Ops. And Modern Warfare... Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, sorry about that. After that we have Mass Effect 2. And Mass Effect 3. And I know what you're saying. Why would you not have all three Mass Effects on the same system so you can have one giant continuous story? And the answer is, I don't know. I think the PS3 versions were cheaper at the time than the Xbox ones, and I don't know. It's a mistake, but I'm living with it. After that, we've got Fear 3. Followed by Legendary. And then we've got FIFA Soccer 2010. Another rare case where sports games comes up in the collection, but I actually got this at a swap meet when I got my, it was my Nintendo GameCube actually. I made the purchase, and with every purchase that you made, you got to pick something off their free table, and soccer just sounded like it could be a good time. So it's free, and it's mine now. After that, we've got Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. And The Last of Us. Followed by the Infamous Collection, which is 1 and 2. Then there is Battlefield 3. And Call of Juarez Bound in Blood. Next we have Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Followed by the God of War Collection, which is the first and second games. And it looks like God of War Ascension. After that, we've got Beyond Two Souls. And then Battlefield Bad Company. Next, let me switch hands here. Let's get that out of the way as well. Let's see, where were we? We were at Ratchet and Clank Kraken Time. Let me refocus here. There we go. That's where I want to be. I switched hands, so now I'm taking them out wrong, so I gotta flip them around for the camera now. After that, we've got Skyrim, which is, of course, the Legendary Edition. And after that, we've got, looks like, Little Big Planet. Oh, wow, sorry, it's super close. There, that's better. We'll try and keep it there as best as I can. And then we have Little Big Planet 2. Followed by the Sly Cooper collection, which is the first 3 games. And then there is Burnout Paradise. Followed by the Tomb Raider collection, which is Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Anniversary, and Tomb Raider Underworld. After that, we have Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Followed by the original Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna have to start moving here because my reach is getting a little bit difficult. After that, we have Darksiders. Followed by Batman Arkham Asylum. While I'm on the subject, you're not going to see it here on the shelf because I have it next to my PS3 because I'm intending on going through this series. But I do have Batman Arkham Origins as well. Like I said, though, you're not going to see it here because I am planning on playing it. But it is here. I do own it. After that, we have Battlefield Bad Company 2. then there is Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel. And then Army of Two, The 40th Day, which is the second game in the series. Next we have Grand Theft Auto 4, which is originally does not have its original case and artwork here, but following that we have God of War 3. And then we have Ico or Ico. I've heard people say it both ways. I say Ico, but and Shadow of the Colossus in a collection. After that, we have Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix, which includes, let's see, the first game, Chain of Memories, there we go, Chain of Memories, and the 358 and 2 days movie, I guess. Then, of course, right next to that, we have Kingdom Hearts 2.5, which is the second game, Birth by Sleep, and the Recoded movie. I say movie just because they're not the actual games. They're just, it's just a cutscene compilation. So it's pretty. They're pretty much movies. Following that, we have Resident Evil 6. And the Sega Genesis collection, which is, how many games is on this bad boy? 40 classic Sega Genesis games. If you don't have a Sega Genesis or don't have all the games you want for it, I recommend picking either this one up or there's one which is basically the exact same thing on the PlayStation 4. I think it's on the Xbox One as well, but I definitely recommend having, at least one of these. After that, we have, sorry about that, I had to reach, Assassin's Creed Revelations. And Assassin's Creed 2. Looks like we tapped into the Assassin's Creed part of the collection here. After that, we have Assassin's Creed 3. And Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Followed by, excuse me as I reach, Red Dead Redemption. And Batman Arkham City. And will you believe it, guys? We made it to the last game on the shelf, the last game in the PS3 collection. Thank God, because I'm getting sore and out of breath. It's not really the way that I wanted to end this collection, but I have no choice to end it with Call of Duty Ghost. And it gives me great pleasure to tell you guys that that's going to do it for this monstrous portion of the collection. I also want to tell you, sorry about that, guys. I also want to give you the heads up that we only have one more video. And then the entire series is over. It took a lot longer than I wanted it to get through. I wasn't necessarily intending to take like a 6-month to a year period or whatever it was. But we finally made it to the last system in my collection, which is, of course, the PlayStation 4. So I am super excited to bring that to you. Hope you guys will check it out. And as always, I just ask for your continued love and support any way you can, whether it's something as simple as spreading the word about our awesome community that's trying to grow, something as simple as telling people about the books that I have available on Amazon, or perhaps buying one, or something as simple as just subscribing to the channel because you like what we're doing here, and liking and following the Facebook that I have and the Instagram that I have. Just, we're all over the internet. You can find us just about anywhere. In whatever way that you want to support us and stuff, feel free. I'm not picky. So whether you want to do any of that to become a member of our awesome internet community is completely up to you. But I will leave you with that. So until next time, guys, we'll see you around.